And time for our News Extra program. And with our very special guest, brought to you by First State Bank, here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. And I know you kids have been seeing Santa kind of moving around in Asia and so forth, but you know he's pretty quick getting back to where he needs to be. And we already had him booked here at KNEB to stop by, and so Santa took you take a quick right and just kind of zoomed back over here to get to meet us, right?
Yeah, we took a quick ride, all right, because we want to make everybody happy and be able to talk to everybody wherever we're at. But we're on the move.
Hey, I'll bet this is your day. This is it, man.
This is it, and for all the good boys and girls, we have lots of good toys and gifts for them.
All right, that's great. That's great. So you kind of got a list as to what they're asking for this year, the boys and girls, right?
Well, the boys and girls, their lists are getting longer every year, but pretty much from the girls are looking for dolls and Webkin stuff and Nintendo DS and puppies and iPods and stuffed animals and toys and bikes and clothes, and you know, that's the younger ones. And then you get up into the older ones, they're asking for cell phones, laptops, jewelry, makeup, and then we get to the boy side, and you know, they're looking for action figures, Legos, Nintendo DS, toys, PSPs, DVDs, Wii's and games and musical instruments. And then you get up into the older kids are wanting PlayStations, PS3s, Game Boys, remote controls, skateboards. The list never ends.
Wow, fantastic. So that sleigh's got to be pretty heavy, huh?
Oh man, it's loaded. It's loaded really deep. It's a good thing we got all that magic of Christmas with us.
That's right. That's part of the deal, isn't it? Now you got, like you said, the older kids. I mean, that's good. Older kids still believe in you.
Yes, the older ones do believe. You know, we still bring lots of toys to the older ones too. Sometimes we get some big questions like, can we have a horse or something like that?
Somebody even asked for a baby brother. You can't really do that part, right?
No, we have to talk to the parents to help us out on those.
Yeah, okay. All right, very good. So, and your elves, they seem to be multiplying. They're all over the place.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, more of my elves have been traveling this year. They've been going to homes and watching over the kids for me and reporting back to me on whether they've been good or bad. And, you know, besides all the elves making the toys and stuff, I've got them going to homes now.
Wow, fantastic. So those elves must be busy doing other things besides making toys to have all those elves, huh?
Well, a couple times, you know, I talked to some of those kids, and they even told me my elves weren't being very good.
Yeah, that's true. So, all right. So, cookies and milk, still the thing. I don't know how you have time to deliver the toys, and then you have time to have a cookie or some milk or whatever.
Well, you know, just all the houses I have to stop at and jump on and off the sleigh and up and down the chimneys, you know, it makes me really hungry. And, you know, cookies and milk seem to be the good thing, but sometimes I get some candy along with it.
Yeah, and Colorado's a little different, huh?
Well,
You're saying?
I left Colorado last year and I was a little bit dizzy, so I'm going to have to see what they put in their cookies. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. All right, we'll talk more to Santa right after this. Yeah, Colorado. What can I say? All right, we'll talk about Mrs. Claus a little bit.
It is impossible to thank each one individually. Please accept this thank you and know that many in the Panhandle are feeling your spirit of love and sharing. On behalf of our officers,
Hardly any bad kids this year, though, right?
over 75 years.
Yeah, they're doing a lot better, you know. Being out there and, you know, talking to them and stuff, you know, if they've been bad, they come along.
All right, we're back on News Extra. Very special guest, Santa is here today, stopping by the KNEB studio. He's a good friend of ours, and when he's traveling, making his way around the world, he managed to stop by the KNEB studio. We really appreciate the fact that you stopped by today.
Well, I love to visit everybody, and you guys have always been one of the best radio stations around, so I'm more than happy to stop in.
Well, thank you very much. How's Mrs. Claus doing, by the way?
Well, Mrs. Claus is very, very, very busy. You know, she watches over the elves while I'm visiting the kids, and you know, she's the one that makes sure my sleigh's packed good, and she's the one that feeds me and keeps me going too. And you know, next time when you guys write letters to me next year, you know, you ought to say something to Mrs. Claus, because she really likes you guys too, and appreciate everything she does for me. Keeps me going.
Yeah. Do you ever, considering how you got to stay up for 24 hours and all that, you take a 5-hour energy or something to make sure you get around the world and all that kind of stuff?
Well, actually, I take 4 or 5. That way, it gives me 20 to 25-hour energy.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Glad you're awake through the whole thing and you're getting around. Okay. What about now? You talked about the elves are watching the kids and making sure they're good or bad or whatever. I mean, is there some bad kids along the way? Do you manage to kind of work them around so they're good?
Well, yeah, we have a few problems with some kids, but overall they're all good. But my elves, they kind of keep them in line. They leave them little messages here and there, and they just kind of direct them in the right direction so that Santa can deliver everyone a present. That way we don't leave no one out.
Yeah. So is it easier now that you have all the technology? You got Garmin and all that stuff. You can kind of move around and know exactly where you're going and all that kind of thing.
Well, you know, it's helpful in some ways, but you know, the thing that we'll never forget about is old Rudolph. You know, I mean, if we lose the technology today, Rudolph just takes me wherever I need to go.
Yeah, Rudolph's kind of getting up there, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's getting up there, but you know, it's all that good food that these kids leave for him, and the rest of the reindeer that keeps him going.
All right, very good. Well, Santa, we really appreciate you stopping by. I know you're very busy today, and just another shout out to all the wonderful kids out there.
Well, I appreciate all you kids being good for me, and I'll see you tonight on Christmas Eve, wherever you're at.
All right, thank you, Santa.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone out there from KNEB and Santa.